Hi, this is Rachel Kayla, your fun and friendly Columbus, Ohio realtor, coming to you from my office, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Professional Realty in Grandview Yard in Columbus, Ohio. It's been a while, but I'm back, and today's topic is what should you do as far as maintenance once you've been in a home about 10 years or a decade? And I have 8 items, count them, 8, that you need to think about once you start to approach that 10-year mark in your home. So here we go. The first thing you want to do is check that hot water heater. Tanks can easily rust out after about 10 years. In fact, I've had numerous home inspectors and plumbers tell me that the average lifespan of a tanked hot water heater is about 7 years now. So you want to be on the lookout for that. Trust me, I had a hot water heater break before I realized the age, and that was Thanksgiving, and I had to go 2 weeks without hot water in my home. So it's better to stay on top of it, but number one is check that hot water heater. Chances are when you had a home inspection, your home inspector looked it up. So if you can pull that out or contact your realtor who helped you, it should have the age in there. If not, you can take a look at the serial number, and there's some easy ways online that you can find out that age. Ceiling fans. Number 2 is ceiling fans. You want to check out your ceiling fans. They gather a lot of dust. If you use them frequently, the motors can start to take that in and wear down. If you notice your light bulbs burning out more frequently than they had when you first purchased the home, that's a pretty good indicator that it's time to look into replacing your ceiling fans, or at least maybe seeing if you can dust and clean them out. Number 3 is carpet. The average lifespan of carpet is about 10 years. So you want to start thinking about when the carpet was last replaced. Was it already there when you purchased the home? What's it looking like? Are there stains, a lot of traffic? And a little tip I got from actually more than one flooring person locally was spend more money on the pad than you do on the carpet. You don't have to go with super high-end carpet, but if you get a good quality pad and maybe upgrade 1 or 2 steps from the base, you'll save more money and you'll extend the life of the carpet. So that's a little tip there. Now, number 4 is your dishwasher. Average lifespan of many appliances is just about 10 years anymore too. So if you notice your dishes aren't getting as clean as they once were, if you see pieces and parts on the inside, like the trays and things that are breaking, these are indicators that it may be time to replace your dishwasher. The good news is dishwashers today are much more water and energy efficient than they were 10 years ago. So what you may spend in that dishwasher, it's likely you'll save in your energy costs later. Next is, along with appliances, your washer and dryer. The average washer and dryer, again, are only built to last about 10 years now, which is a shame. I just replaced a dryer last summer that was as old as me. It was well into its 40s, and I was told there is nothing on the market today that would last that long. So you definitely want to start noticing, is it not drying as efficiently? Are your clothes not getting as clean as they once were? And look into replacing those items as well and starting kind of a savings for that. One tip I got from every appliance place I went to was more expensive is not necessarily better. Many times, more expensive means more of a hassle when parts need replaced or repaired when it comes to washers and dryers. And they said sometimes the longest lasting models are the ones that are a little less expensive with less bells and whistles. So definitely look at reviews, go online, ask the appliance guys at your local hardware stores, appliance stores, what they've noticed, who's purchasing things, and get lots of opinions. But washer and dryer after 10 years is something you want to keep an eye on. Number 6, this is an easy DIY project, and even something maybe you could do more frequently than 10 years, and that is bathroom caulking. You want to recalk your bathroom at least every 10 years. It's going to prevent leaks, and it starts to break down and get moldy with all that constant moisture. And it's an easy project that probably won't take more than a half hour per bathroom that you can do, and your bathroom will be like new. Number 7, your garbage disposal. Those blades are gonna wear out with frequent use in about 10 years. So you're gonna wanna look into replacing your garbage disposal, and make sure you look to replace it with something equivalent to what you currently have. Some garbage disposals are meant to handle bigger items and a bigger load and higher usage than others. So don't overbuy for what you use either. And number 8, it's so easy, it's so simple, paint. After about 10 years, those trendy paint colors aren't so trendy anymore. And you're gonna wanna look into that, and you're gonna want to, it's gonna refresh your whole home. It's fairly inexpensive. I had a client just repaint her entire home, every room, for $2,000. And that was roughly a 2,000 square foot home. So, that's a way to feel like you have, after 10 years, you may be getting a little bored with where you're living and you want something new, and new paint colors can give a whole new feel and freshness to the home and make it feel cleaner and brighter and nicer. It's gonna help you have scuffs and scratches and dings and hand marks and things that happen through just living in a home and use, and repainting is gonna freshen that up. So those are my recommendations for the 8 things that you should do once you get to about that 10-year point in your home. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section or email me. You're gonna see that come across the screen here, rachel@rachelkayla.com. I would be happy to answer your questions, and also feel free to email me any ideas that you might have or topics you'd like me to discuss and in these videos and blog posts. I would love to hear from you and help you out. Feel free to give me a heart or a thumbs up to show you like this and let me know I'm on the right track. I love when people share, so please, please, please share this with anyone you think might find it valuable. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Bye.